36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marlena. At this time, there will be no eating, no sleeping, no talking, no gum chewing, no smoking, no laying down or lounging, no driving or riding in a vehicle. Please keep your devices on mute until you are addressed by one of the courthouse staff. Also, keep your devices on a level surface so that you may be seen on screen. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Mr. Donald Watkins, you can unmute yourself, sir.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you. I'm gonna call your matter first. You ready?
Yeah.
This is the matter of the people versus Donald Watkins. This is ticket number P1094571. One count drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Judge CR337 Hawkins, P59106, on behalf of Mr. Williams, or Watkins, I'm sorry.
No problem. And Mr. Watkins, can you please state your name for the record?
Yes, Donald Allen Watkins.
Watkins, this is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant.
Your Honor, as to arraignment, we wait for a reading of the information and stay on mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. I have before me a dismissal without prejudice with stipulations probable cause because you paid your accompanying civil infraction ticket, Mr. Watkins. So today I'm going to do just that. I'm going to dismiss count 1 on this particular ticket, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you so much.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Ms. Simone Williams, you can unmute yourself, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. You ready? This is the matter of the people versus Simone Williams. Ticket number P1186804. One count improper plates. One count drive unregistered untitled vehicle. One count failed to display a valid operator's license not on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
CR337 Hawkins appearing on behalf of Ms. Williams. Ma'am, state your name for the record, please.
Come on.
This is the date and time set for a pre-trial. How are we proceeding today, Ms. Hawkins?
Judge, Ms. Williams wishes to avail herself of the recommendation.
Is that right, Ms. Williams?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
I said, did you want to take advantage of the recommendation today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Ms. Williams actually indicated, I forgot. Ms. Williams indicated that she has her valid documentation and she wanted to present that to the court.
Okay, do you have it that you can hold it up for me, please?
Yes.
Yes. You kind of froze a little bit though, man.
Expired date card.
I know, I was just trying to see what type of card it was.
Oh.
my gosh, it's a type of card. Man, it froze a little bit though, that's the registration. Ma'am, are you frozen?
Don't think so.
Okay, all right, there you go. Do you have your license, ma'am?
Yes.
Not yet. Still trying.
Wait, no, turn it back around, ma'am. Turn it back the other way. Yeah. Move it back just a little bit. It expires 2025. I'm thinking a little closer to the camera, ma'am. That's like 6:30, 2021 to 7/2025.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Williams, I see that you have some valid documents and valid documentation. At this time, the court is going to dismiss these matters without prejudice, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for being in compliance. Please stay in compliance, okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
I said, please stay in compliance, okay?
Okay,
All right, have a good day.
you do the same. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I can leave.
Yeah, you can leave. You're all set. I'm gonna remove you.
Okay, thank you.
Wesley Williams?
Yes.
Okay. Ready? This is the matter of the people versus Wesley Williams, ticket number P1098998. One count drive, registered or untitled vehicle, one count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Shakira Hawkins on behalf of Mr. Williams. Sir, can you state your name for the record?
Wesley Williams.
Your Honor, Mr. Williams wishes to avail himself of the recommendation.
Is that right, Mr. Williams?
Recommendation, what is that?
So you talked to an attorney in private today, and she told you what the city is offering you to resolve this matter.
Oh, Judge, I'm sorry again. Mr. Williams actually indicates that he's a victim of identity theft.
Oh, okay. So we can set this for a pretrial, or we can set it for a bench trial. What is your pleasure, Attorney Hawkins?
I made a police report. Last time I was in court, they asked me to make a police report that wasn't me, and I did so and sent it to the court.
And that's what the court is recognizing, and she's asking if you want to come back for pretrial to try to resolve this, or what we discussed with the officers coming in and identifying whether or not you were the person that they stopped. So did you want to try to resolve it without the officers, or would you prefer to just to come back with the officers there? I would suggest the latter, coming back for trial.
Okay, whatever okay. Okay, I will do that.
Mr. Williams, you said you sent the documents to the court?
Yes, I did. I sent a police report. I got the police report, and then I went to pick up a copy, and I sent it all to the court. That's what the judge asked me to do the last time I spoke to her.
What email address did you use?
Pardon me?
What email address did you use?
Your Honor, I would really have to go. I would have to go through my phone to see what I did with the. Let's see. It's on the paperwork here.
Okay. I mean, I'm letting you know right now, what is not in receipt of it. That's why I want to figure out what email address you used to get that information over to us.
Okay.
Why does it say 18 on this thing?
Because
I have.
I scheduled count 1 for today and count 2 for the other for the 18th. So yes.
And they did send me another notice for the 18th as well.
I know, because I have that date as well. I need a copy of your registration though, sir.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know.
I mean,
Tell me what. I sent everything. I sent my title and everything to the court. Because that's what Judge Taylor asked me to do.
I know, but I don't know what email address you use. Let me check my email and see if I received it.
Sir, I need you to put on a shirt. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just
Paperwork.
I wonder if you sent it to the courtroom email. That's why I'm like, you got courtroom email. I don't know what that. I don't know.
can I go ahead and break that one for Mr. Wallace?
That email address should be my email address, correct?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what email address you sent it to at the courthouse.
Okay. Okay.
Address, but what email address did you use at the courthouse?
Sir, what she was asking is, who did you send it to? What address did you address it to?
It was the courthouse, but I can't find it on my paperwork now.
Mr. White, I need you to go back in that room, please, until the judge is ready to speak with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Williams, I know.
Yes.
I need to see that documentation. I don't know what email address you sent it to. I can give you the email address to send it to so that we can address it.
Okay. Tell me, send it to the court. I send it to the court and it still don't work for me. That's no good.
Sir, I know this is very frustrating. It's frustrating for me as well, because I would much prefer to have people come down here so I can see the documents in person. I don't know what email address you sent it to. I did not receive it. I'm really trying to move forward and help you, but I can't take the extra commentary today. I really cannot, Mr. Williams. I'll reschedule it for another day if you feel like you need to have extra commentary, okay?
Okay. So you finna give me another email address or?
Ma'am.
Okay, I'm ready.
G as in government, ILLIS, capital J.
That's where I sent it, ma'am. That's where I sent it. That's exactly where I sent it.
All right, that's all I needed to know. Hold tight then.
I remember that. That's where I sent it.
Okay, Mr. Williams.
All right, just stand by, Mr. Williams.
Corporal Fidel, you here on the matter today?
See what?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here for C. Watson.
Okay.
So same thing on here. Now this obviously doesn't
All right,
matter.
thank you. You put yourself on mute.
We haven't checked in.
Ms. Hawkins, I'm getting ready to email you the offers that I have for, that I've received from the state. It should be getting to you momentarily, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Madam Clerk, I have the offers. You can put me in the breakout rooms.
Okay, will do.
There's no offer for it.
Mr. Wilcox,
Hello, yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Is scheduled for this afternoon?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm even in the right court. I'm supposed to be doing traffic court for misdemeanors, and I know it was with Judge Davis, and I can't find the court.
Yes, you're in the right courtroom. I have her docket now. All right,
Okay.
Mr. Wilcox, since you checked in this morning, I'll see if I can try and take care of you this morning, okay? Hold tight.
Okay.
We're gonna do what's called a breakout room. No one's gonna be in there with you. It's gonna take a minute. So you may quite a bit of time. Just hold tight. We haven't forgotten about you, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right. It's gonna ask you to join on your screen. Go ahead and join
Okay,
11, okay?
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right.
Is that Delano, Your Honor?
Yeah, he's for this afternoon.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do have it, solid, but it's no.
Okay, Mr. Williams, Wesley Williams?
Yes.
All right, I don't know already got it. So if you can try and resend it, we can try and get this offer resolved this morning. It's that same email address, but I want to make sure you have the right one. You ready to take it
Okay,
down?
yeah. I just have to resend it, Your Honor.
Okay. You ready to take down the email address to make sure you have it right?
Yes.
GILLISJ. The at
Dot
sign.
gov.
No, got DetroitMI.gov. DetroitMI.gov.
That's just where I sent it. Okay, Your Honor. I'll
Okay.
I'll resend it. Thank
All
you.
right. Right now you can look at it.
I'm back.
Okay, you ready for the next person?
I am. Can you send me a docket, please?
Sure. I thought I did, but no problem.
Well, let me check. What time did you send it?
It was like 8 o'clock this morning.
Okay, I'll check. Don't worry about sending it again. I'll look for it. If I don't have it, I'll come back out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can put me in the breakout room. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Not to the restaurant, yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Cox. How may we help you?
Yes, hi. I had a court date for an eviction.
Okay, you're not in the
Is
right
this the right court?
No,
This is not the right one.
this is not the
Okay.
right one.
Thank you. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right. Thank you.
I was just coming to let you know, that the attorney here that was just zoomed in, he's in the hall, he's zooming in for James Young. James Young, I don't know, I was trying to look to see if we had him on our docket.
He is
Yeah,
on
He
that.
is. Okay. He has not checked in yet.
Attorney Marsh, are you expecting your client to check in or no?
Please connect to audio.
Good morning.
Good morning, Attorney Marsh. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you, Your Honor?
Good, thank you. Are you expecting your client to check in today, sir?
Via Zoom, yes.
Okay. He did not yet, so I don't know if you know how to reach him.
What kind of resolution is offered, Your Honor?
It's not one in there right now. We have to get the city attorney to come down here and give him one, okay?
Okay. And then I'll call my client. I'll disconnect. I'm sitting outside the courtroom. I'll disconnect from Zoom, call my client, and then come back on.
I did. Counsel, I do need you to continue wearing your mask, sir.
All right, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be back shortly. I'm going to leave and call my client.
Okay.
I told him. Yes.
I'm ready for the next person.
Okay. 1 second. Did you get the docket?
I did.
Okay.
Which breakout room was Mr. Wilkins in?
2, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Young, you're driving. Mr. Young, you're driving. I can't have you on Zoom while you're driving, so I'm gonna have to remove you.
About to pull over.
All right, your attorney signed on, and we're just waiting to get an offer from counsel, from the city attorney right now on your matter. So I'm gonna put you into what's called a breakout room. No one's gonna be in there with you. You'll be in there all by yourself, but we haven't forgotten about you. We're just waiting to get an offer, okay? And then I'll send your attorney in there to talk to you before I bring you back out into, the courtroom to handle this matter, okay?
Okay. You talking to me?
If you continue
We
to drive.
we do need you to pull over though, sir.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Just putting it-
I'm downtown. I'm trying to
Northeast
pull
on West
over.
Clark, street toward Woodward
I can't
Avenue.
pull over in the middle of the street.
So you're not gonna be a witness to any.
Oh, no, you're not gonna say I did anything. Not today.
Oh,
Is this Mr. Wesley Williams, sir?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna rename you. Hold tight in this room, okay?
Okay.
All right. Ms. Hawkins?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna have you do two matters really quickly before we send you in with another room, okay?
Who would those be? Because while I was looking at the offers, I realized that I thought those were all separate offers. I didn't realize it was like 2 offers per person.
Oh,
I realized it with the last person I did, so he's all set. That would be Mr. Young, but I need to talk again to Mr. Withers and Wilkins.
okay. This is Wesley Williams' case that I'm gonna call, and I'm gonna call Carlton Watson's case. One of them is we already tried to address it, but I'm gonna address it a little bit more. The other case is, a matter of, he didn't show up today for his formal hearing, and I have an officer here.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say I didn't talk to Carl Watkins.
Yeah, you didn't have an opportunity. All right,
Okay.
you ready?
I'm ready.
This is recalling the matter of the people versus Wesley Williams, ticket number P10989998. One count drove unregistered or untitled vehicle, one count no insurance misdemeanor. And appearances again for the record, starting with Attorney Hawkins.
Good morning, Judge Shakira Hawkins, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Sir, can you state your name for the record, please?
Wesley Williams.
All right. This was the date and time set for a pretrial. I do have confirmation from the city attorney that, he does have receipt of the police report that you filed, and they're gonna move to dismiss it at this time. Okay, Mr. Williams? Sorry about that, but he was able to get that and resend it. And we appreciate that. So you're all set today. This matter is gonna be dismissed without prejudice, okay?
All right, Your Honor. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very much.
You're welcome, and sorry that it took a moment for us to get there. I appreciate your patience. I know it was frustrating, but we got it taken care of, okay?
I thank you.
All right, you're all set, sir, okay? And good luck.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
The counselor said you don't necessarily have to wait for John to set him in the breakout room with his client. He really all set, you know, what he wants to do.
Okay.
So I let him know. He's out there talking to John right now, though, so.
Okay, all right.
I just want to let you know.
Thank you. Ms. Hawkins, we're gonna do Carlton Watson. Corporal Spadell, I'm gonna call your matter if you're available so I can get you out of here.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is the matter of people versus Carlton Watson. This is case number SP 114289091. One count. License improper. Set for a formal hearing today. Appearances for the record.
Shakira Hawkins, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
And Corporal Spadell, can you state your name for the record as well?
Corporal Spidell, Detroit Police Department.
Right. It is now 9:53, Ms. Hawkins. Your client is nowhere to be found at this time, so the court is going to issue a show cause in this matter. Okay?
Okay, Judge. No objection.
All right, thank you. This, nothing further. That concludes this hearing.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too. I'm gonna check on something with Mr. Watson too. There's some matters that are not on the docket that are in the file, Ms. Hawkins. I don't know if they were up today. One thing you're talking about.
Morning, John.
Who did you need to go back and talk to again, Ms. Hawkins?
Keontae Wilkins and Frank Withers.
Okay, I'll send you Frank Withers first.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, Attorney Marsh, I'll put you in with your client, okay?
Judge, I don't need to do that. We're all set to go forward.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
I just want to let you know, so the only one we
Any water or anything, Connor? Problem.
Last case I called for show cause. The ticket isn't in there for that. It's another whole ticket in there, so.
Okay. No problem.
So that's.
You show cause anyway. So, okay, this is not what's on the docket?
No.
Okay. I got it.
And I did not call it.
Okay, no problem. Oh, yeah. There you are.
let's get with George too and tell him about where. Okay? Tell him that he was having to do. Okay.
You ready? All right, these are the matters of the people versus James Young. This is ticket number 721654. One count, no insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Ron Marsh on behalf of James Young.
And Mr. Young, can you state your name for the record, please?
James Garnett Rashad Young, the third.
This is the date and time set for a pretrial. How are we proceeding, counsel?
I believe the prosecutor has a motion, Judge.
You want to say it on the record now?
I can sit on the record, Your Honor. Good morning, John Gillis, P79500 on behalf of the people of the city of Detroit. And Your Honor, based on valid documentation, we would be moving to dismiss this matter.
So at this time, the court's going to grant that motion and allow it to be dismissed. Keep your documents valid, sir. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor, and thank you, Mr. Gillis. Good day to you all.
Good day to
You too, Mr. Brown.
Please.
I'm ready to go back into Mr. Watkins and I'm sorry, Wilkins in breakout room 2.
Are we on mute, Your Honor?
I'm ready. Madam Clerk, I'm back if there's anyone else.
Yes, sorry, we were on mute. I was talking to you. Sorry about that. Yes, let me send you to the next person. And I did send you some more offers.
Okay, I'll look for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Those would be great when she comes back. Okay, she just got a few more. They will be in, she will be in there 6 weeks short. You know, it's a lot of people today, your next, okay? You're welcome.
You guys done for the morning?
No.
Hey,
Toots.
Hey,
doing, sir?
Hey, Sam.
Good to see you.
To get up and meet council.
What's up,
Just want to say how you want to do it.
What's going on?
Good morning, yeah. How you doing? You got your coffee done? Thank you. That was a good one. Well, man, you continue to have a wonderful Friday. I just want to say hi to everybody again. You're welcome. You guys continue having a great day. Good weekend. Take care.
You too now.
All right. Are we gonna protest these show causes pretty soon?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in with the next person.
Actually, the first person here, the one that she's talking to right now, this lady right here, she was the first person.
That's one of the offers. It's like paper tickets and stuff like that. They make the offer, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Now they keep
Okay, I got you.
pounds and
I got you.
and then you're going to clean 1 pound. Yeah, auto accidents, all that stuff.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry. Okay, hold on. Sorry. The gentleman that wants to reschedule this Zoom court date for the 18th.
Gentleman wants to reschedule his court date. It's on Tuesday, Monday, sorry.
We give you the reason why.
He said he had some issues. He didn't go off into detail, but.
You ask him how long he-
Sorry. Oh. What's your name, sir?
Good. I know it's Friday. Favorite flavor.
I'm ready.
Okay, put you in with Mr. Watts.
Hold on one second, Mr. White. You said a few weeks, Your Honor, like mid-November. Okay, Mr. Wiley, let me get your ticket number. Give me 1 second, okay? Excuse me.
Antonio Biden. He's scheduled for the afternoon on Monday, so. What time how much time you want to give him? So like. Okay, let me see what your calendar is. And you can run on the 8th, I think. Right. Okay. Either, it could be either one. So give him the option of the 8th, November the 8th, or November the 15th.
At 1:30, same time.
You want him in the afternoon? No, he need to come in the morning. He got a lighter doctor's in the morning.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Mr. Wiley? Okay, you have an option.
You don't have to make your ass take though when I ask about that. Made him extra big, like,
I'm back. Madam Clerk, I'm ready for the next person.
I'm putting you in with Rashard Young.
Okay.
And Wilcox, and that's it.
I'm back and ready for the last person, unless someone else has come.
Okay, yep, I'm putting you in with them now.
Thank you.
Here you are.
I'm finished with Mr. Wilcox.
Okay, I believe that's everyone.
Yeah, that was all the offers that I had.
Mhm.
Hello. Hello.
Hold on, everyone. Just be patient. Judge will be talking to you soon.
Ms. Deborah Young, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you. I did.
All right, you ready? This is the matter of the people versus Deborah Young. This is ticket number P11859196. One count drive, registered or untitled vehicle. One count improper plate. One count no insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Judge Shakira Hawkins, P59106, on behalf of Ms. Young. Ma'am, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Deborah Gail Young.
Your Honor, Ms. Young indicates that she has valid documentations for her matter. And when she was last in court, she was under the impression that there would be 3 more matters brought to the court's attention. Upon further discussion, I believe that those other matters were civil infractions. And I told her at this point they are probably in default, and she wants to know if those can be set aside.
I got them right here.
And do you know that those defaults are super old? Well, not super old, but they're from 2016.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not really inclined at this point to remove the default. I can see if it happened maybe along with this ticket, but that happened a while ago that they've been sitting in default.
I never was able to pay them because I got put on disability and I don't get the full amount. And I did try to get a court date to go before a judge, and the lady in the little payment room at 36th District Court, they said I'm not able to go to court.
Well, I explained that she would have to file a motion to have those set aside.
Excuse me.
All right, I'm gonna pass your matter. I have to think about that. I'm gonna go on to the next person.
I'm for the ROA for you, Judge.
Okay, put yourself back on mute. I do. All right, Brian Watt, you can unmute yourself now. Mr. Watt, every time you come on court, I always have, you gotta unmute yourself, or you gotta stop playing on your phone. This is court.
Which one? That's Brian Watt?
Just here yesterday. I think he was just here yesterday.
Yeah. This should be everything.
All right, I'm gonna go to the next person. Rashard Young, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
You ready? This is the matter of the people versus Rashard Young. This is ticket number P10700404. One count of drove while license suspended, one count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, please.
Kyra Hawkins on behalf of Mr. Young. Sir, state your name for the record, please.
Rashard Young.
Your Honor, Mr. Young wishes to waive his right to trial and plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation.
Is that right, Mr. Young?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with your plea today?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Young, I'm going to take you to the date of February the 27th of 2020. Were you in the area of Davidson and Mount Elliott in the city of Detroit driving a 2012 Chrysler vehicle?
Yes.
And did you have improper plates on it because you didn't have any car insurance at the time?
Yes.
Satisfied, Attorney Hawkins?
Satisfied.
Is there a stipulation for probable cause on the count to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea of guilty plea on your client's behalf to the amended charge of improper plate. Mr. Young, are you currently working?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna assess a fine today in the amount of $200. How long will that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
Just do it even 30.
All right, so I'm gonna have it due no later than November the 12th of 2021, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, this concludes this hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good
Have a
day.
good.
Mr. Delano Wilcox?
Present.
Okay. This is the matter of the people versus Delano Wilcox. This is ticket number P11907588. One count registration and or plate violation. One count defective buffer, fender or windshield. One count no proof of insurance. Also calling ticket number P11907939. One count drove while unlicensed. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Kyra Hawkins on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your name for the record.
Delano Wilcox.
Your Honor, Mr. Wilcox wishes to waive his right to trial and plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation.
Is that right, Mr. Wilcox?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Wilcox, did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking a guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
And understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of April the 22nd of 2021. At that time, were you driving a 2005 Toyota vehicle in the area of East Auto Drive and Lumpkin Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you were driving that vehicle, did you drive while you were unlicensed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Satisfied, Attorney Hawkins?
Satisfied.
And the court is satisfied as well. And we'll actually amend this to improper plate and dismiss the ticket P11907588 in its entirety. Is there, oh, those are all civil infractions. Okay. Mr. Wilcox, are you currently working?
I start Monday.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna impose a fine today in the amount of $200. I'm going to give you until January 14th to have that paid though, so that way you can catch up and like get your money together, so that gives you like 3 months. Is that gonna be enough time?
That's more than enough time. I appreciate that.
Okay, oh, well, I know if you just started to work on Monday, you might have some other things you need to catch up with. So,
Well, I appreciate that.
no problem. So I'll make it due no later than January the 14th of 2022, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you, Mr. Wilcox.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too, thank you. Keontae Wilkins?
Yes.
Okay, all right. You ready? These are the matters of the people versus Keontae Wilkins. Ticket number P11788847. One count entering a vacant dwelling without owner's written permission. One count engaged in indecent, obscene conduct in building. Also calling ticket number P740676. One count drove while license not valid or improper license. One count give false information regarding accident. Also calling ticket number P1010331. Count 2, drove while license not valid or improper license. Ticket number P865374. One count failed to display a valid operator's license not on person. One count improper plate. One count drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Kyra Hawk is appearing on behalf of Mr. Wilkins. Sir, state your name for the record.
Keontae Wilkins.
Your Honor, Mr. Wilkins wishes to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation.
Is that right, Mr. Wilkins?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Wilkins, did you have the opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have any trials in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, do you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes.
Okay, I want to take your attention back to the date of April the 8th of 2021. Were you in the area of Mayfield and Queen in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And while you were in that, at that location, did you act in a disorderly manner?
Yes.
All right, and then I want to draw your attention to the date of May 23rd, 2017. Were you in the area of Beach Street and East 7 Mile in the city of Detroit driving a 2002 Oldsmobile?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, did it have improper plates on it?
Yes.
Also, was it unregistered with the Secretary of State's office?
Yes.
Satisfied, Attorney Hawkins?
Satisfied.
And the court is satisfied as well. Is there a stipulation for probable cause on the rest of the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
At this time, the court is going to accept the plea to the amended charge of disorderly conduct on ticket number P1178847 and dismiss the remaining count. But we're also going to accept the guilty pleas on count 2 and 3 of ticket P865374 and dismiss count 1 and the remaining tickets that were called on the record today. Mr. Wilkins, are you currently working?
No, ma'am.
When was the last time you were employed?
Right before the pandemic.
Are you looking for employment right now?
Yes, I actually waiting to receive a paper from the 36th district to give back to them for my background clearance. Dana
on Van Dyke and 11 and a half.
Okay. That's a lot of tickets.
Your Honor, Mr. Wilkins was wondering if there's a possibility of him completing community service in lieu of fines and costs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna assess community service in lieu of fines and costs today. I'm gonna do 10 hours per ticket, so no. I'm going to do 15 hours per ticket, but I'm gonna give you plenty of time to be able to complete that, okay? And lieu of cost time. So that's gonna be a total of 45 hours of community service. But I'm gonna give you, since you're looking for employment and I don't want it to mess up, I wanna give you until February to complete it. February 11th, 22. I'm gonna give you a phone number. Take down this phone number because only certain community service counts. You got a pen or a way you can write this down, sir?
Yes, I'm ready for her.
Okay, it's 313-965-8130. And you're gonna ask to speak with Ms. Green and tell her you have to do community service, 45 hours of community service, okay?
Yes.
And have that completed by February 11th.
And you said the number was 965-8130?
8130, yes, that's right. Okay, you need to sign back in that day on February the 11th, 2022, so I can make sure that you actually did your community service, okay?
Okay.
Oh, you also have reinstatement that typically I don't waive. So you need to, you're gonna have to figure out how to pay those, okay? Now there is a cost with that, and those belong to the Secretary of State's office, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm at least taking care of the court costs on my end with the Secretary of State's office. Hopefully you'll get employment and then you'll be able to pay those, okay? Okay, Mr. Wilkins? You hear me, Mr. Wilkins? Okay, you're breaking up a little bit, so I'm hoping you can hear me because we're all set with your matter, okay?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. All right, any other questions at this time, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, well, you're all set then. You have February 11th, 2022, sign back in with the completed hours so that we can go ahead and close this matter, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good day.
All righty, thank you. You too.
Mr. White, I don't know what you're doing and where you're going and why you're having so much movement, but you need to stop moving, okay? You gotta sit still. You gotta be patient, especially while we're in the room, okay? Mr. Frank Weathers, you're next. Okay. This is the matter of the people versus Frank Weathers. This is ticket number P994328. One count of allowing unlicensed driver to drive. One count drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. One count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, please.
Sakara Hawkins appearing on behalf of Mr. Withers. Sir, state your name for the record. Mr. Withers.
Frank Withers.
Your Honor, Mr. Withers is also being assisted by his niece who has power of attorney. They indicated that at the time this ticket was issued, Mr. Withers was doing inpatient rehabilitation
and he did not give anyone permission to drive his vehicle. He also indicates that it was properly, well, actually, his representative indicated that it was properly insured, and that because it was 3 years ago, they no longer have the registration, but they did write to the state for that documentation, which should be on its way, but she did not have it in time for today's hearing. I forget her name, but she indicated that she came to the court in 2019 in person to let the court know that Mr. Withers was in rehab. And that pretty much brings us to where we are today. So if the court is not inclined to dismiss, because the only documentation they have right now is proof of service. But if the court would desire and can't dismiss it today, then they're requesting a trial date. And hopefully by that time, they'll have the information regarding the registration.
So we said it's for a bench trial or a free trial?
I think it could probably be resolved with a pre-trial if they brought in if they had the documentation by that time.
All right. So I'll set this for a pre-trial on December the 10th. Hopefully that gives you enough time to have all the documentation together. If he was in a rehab center, you probably want to provide that documentation as well on that date to show that he was not in a capacity to be able to allow somebody to drive. And I'll present it to the city attorney and see if that's enough. I'm going to set his bond at $0 personal. So zoom back in on December the 10th, 2021 at 8:35 a.m. Hopefully all the documentation can be provided at that point in time.
Do you understand that, Mr. Withers?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. Sharon White?
Yes.
These are the matters of the people versus Sharon White. This is ticket number, or case number SP 1145129, count 1, drove unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, failed to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Shakira Hawkins appearing on behalf of Mr. White. Sir, state your name for the record.
Sharon Anton White.
Your Honor, Mr. White wishes to waive his right to trial and plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation.
All right, is that right, Mr. White?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
If so, can you please raise your right hand?
Yeah.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, they didn't.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yeah.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, sir?
Yeah.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future? Oh.
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with your plea today?
Yes.
All right. Mr. White, I want to take you back to the date of December the 16th of 2020. Were you in the area of Livernois and Vernon Streets in the city of Detroit, driving a 2003 Buick?
Yes. 2003.
Yep, 2003 Buick.
Yeah.
And while you were driving that vehicle, was it unregistered or untitled at the time?
Yeah.
Satisfied, Attorney Hawkins?
Satisfied.
Is there a stipulation for probable cause on those counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
So at this time, the court is going to accept the plea to the one count drove unregistered or untitled vehicle and dismiss the remaining counts in this particular ticket. Mr. White, are you currently employed?
Yeah, I was actually on my way. That's what I was actually doing, getting ready to go up to Forge Industrial to about the job Monday. Starting Monday. That's what I was actually on my way to do.
Excellent, sir. Okay, so I'm gonna assess a fine today in the amount of $200, but just because you're starting to work on Monday, I'm gonna make it due no later than January 14th, 2022, okay? That gives you a little bit of time to get that money together, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right. Antonio Young.
Yes.
Please take your hood off.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you. It's going to call the matter for the people versus Antonio Young. These are cases number X3363880. One count motor vehicle operation without security. One count drove unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number P808805. One count drove while license suspended. No insurance misdemeanor. Also calling ticket number, case number 18-331356, count 1. No insurance misdemeanor, count 2. No operator's license on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harold Hawkins on behalf of the defendant. Sir, can you say your name for the record?
Antonio Young.
Your Honor, Mr. Young wishes to waive his right to trial and plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation.
Is that right, Mr. Young?
Yes, ma'am.
If so, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down, sir. Sir, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, sir?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking a guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Young, I want to take your attention back to the date of September the 25th of 2018. At that time, were you driving a 2008 Chevy vehicle in the area of I-96 and Grand River Avenue in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, was it unregistered at the time?
Yes.
Satisfied, Attorney Hawkins?
Satisfied.
And the court is satisfied as well. Is there stipulation for probable cause of the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
So at this time, the court is going to accept the plea to drove unregistered or untitled vehicle and dismiss the remaining counts called on the record today. Mr. Young, are you working currently?
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Young indicates that he's not exactly sure the exact amount, but he believes he posted a bond in the amount of $600 and would like that applied.
Okay. All right, Mr. Young, I can do that. I'm going to assess a fine today in the amount of $200. So what happens is that any additional fines and costs out there, reinstatement fees, they'll take that away as well as my fine and send you back whatever is left over if it's any, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to apply the bond to this today. Whatever costs, they'll pay all the costs before they send you any money back. So if you owe reinstatement fees, they'll take that out. If you have any open civil infractions, they'll take that out. But if you don't And whatever you have remaining, they'll send back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there is nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, Mr. Young.
So how will I know? I mean, like, will they send me a letter letting me know anything?
So usually when your bond is posted, it takes a couple of weeks for it to clear. You can check back on the 36th District Court website. I will give it a couple of weeks, and then you'll be able to put in your name and see if you owe anything else, or like if there's anything else that needs to be taken care of. Hopefully we took care of everything today. And then if they'll send the clearance over to the Secretary of State's office, letting them know that you can now be cleared to apply for your license or whatever you need to get, okay?
Okay.
All right, if you don't have your license, I don't know. You can also pull the documents off online too, like print it out. They don't physically send you a copy of anything. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, you said a couple of weeks.
Yeah. It may not take that long, but give it that much time, okay?
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right. All right. Bye bye.
All right, Mr. Watts. You gotta unmute yourself. These are the matters of the people versus Brian Watts. This is B ticket 121175. One count failed to prevent animals from endangering or engaging in nuisance, menacing, or dangerous behavior. One count B ticket 122101. One count tether a dog in an open area that does not provide protection for the dog from being attacked by people or other animals. B ticket 122102. One count failed to provide a leash and or responsible person for a dog off owner's property. Also calling ticket number P 11908888. One count missing or defective muffler. Also calling ticket number P 11900518. Drove while license suspended, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Sarah Hawkins on behalf of Mr. Watts. Sir, state your name for the record. Mr. Watts, can you state your name for the record? Your microphone is on mute.
Brian Joseph Watts.
Your Honor, the only matters that I saw on the docket were the B tickets. I informed Mr. Watts that he did have other matters addressed on the offer, and he told me that he had a court date scheduled for December 1st. So maybe those tickets were supposed to be addressed on that date, and they were simply brought to the court on this date. But because they weren't on the docket, I couldn't actually inform him of what the charges were, since I only had the case numbers. But even as it relates to the matters that were scheduled, that were on the docket for today, Mr. Watts is only prepared to pursuant to the recommendation, he would be pleading guilty to all 3 B tickets. He's not interested at this point in pleading guilty to 2 of those matters. He's only willing to admit guilt to 1. So I believe these matters should all be set for trial. And he's asking actually for a jury trial. Although I could go over the offers now with Mr. Watts now that I know what he's actually charged with. Mr. Watts, are you interested in going over the rest of the plea now that you know what you were charged with on those other tickets? Because he didn't have the tickets in front of him either and didn't know what those charges were.
Okay.
So do you want to go over the matters in the breakout room, or do you want to just set everything for trial?
Just set everything for trial.
Mr. Watts is requesting a jury trial.
If so, can you please raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, put your hands down. Did you have an opportunity to talk with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And she's informing me right now that you want to have a jury trial in these matters?
No,
Yes.
excuse me.
Yes.
As I indicated, I didn't know what those charges were, aside from the V tickets, but I just want to let Mr. Watts know that all of those other matters, the missing or defective muffler, the driving while license suspended, and the no insurance would all be dismissed pursuant to the recommendation. If you go to trial, all of those tickets will be up and open and remain open. So are you sure you don't want to take advantage of the offer?
Yeah, I'll take advantage of the offer.
That means you'd be pleading guilty to all 3 V tickets.
And the tickets are for the muffler, the license, and what else?
The license, the muffler, and the no insurance would be dismissed today. You would be pleading guilty to the V tickets that we discussed regarding the dog, the nuisance, the animal cruelty, and the dog at large. And they were saying that the animal cruelty charge is based on having him out in the open. Even though he was chained, he was out in the open, which would make him vulnerable to other animals or people.
He was chained because he had to use the bathroom. You can't keep a dog.
Yeah, so you don't have to go over.
Miss Hawkins. Miss Hawkins. This is a conversation that you need to have with them in private, or we can just move. Let's just set it for a jury trial. Sir, the building isn't currently having jury trials for our matters, but I'm going to set it out 3 months, and we're going to set it for a jury trial at that time. If we are able to have it, and it'll move forward on that date. If we are not able to have it, then we'll reschedule it further out until we're able to have it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to set this matter. January 31st.
Okay.
2022, I apologize.
Okay.
22. I'm going to set them at 9 a.m. I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal on each one of these matters, okay?
Okay.
We'll see where we are at that point in time, and I'll be able to assess whether or not our building is having jury trials. If not, we'll just set it further along, okay?
Okay.
All right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Young, we're going to recall her now.
Yes, Your Honor.
The matters of the people versus Deborah Young. Recalling ticket number P11851961. One count drove unregistered or untitled vehicle, 1 count improper plates, 1 count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, please.
Again, Shakira Hawkins appearing on behalf of Ms. Young. May I state your name for the record?
Deborah Gail Young.
We adjourn this matter or set it to the side for a moment so that I can access the 3 tickets that had gone into default. At this time, the court is going to remove the default judgment on ticket number SP5208813, SP5208812, and SP5208811 that all went to the default back in 2016. Okay, I'm gonna remove those from default. The only problem now, though, is I don't have an offer for all of these tickets. So, what did she want to do in this particular matter, Ms.
I'll
Hawkins?
plead guilty to the other ones. The new ones, I'll plead guilty and try to make payment. Because I just want to be able to go and get a job and drive to work.
Okay.
She's asking what do you want to do with the 3 new tickets? Because there's no offers on those. So do you want to just come back on all of them?
Hold on a minute. I get the city attorney, Ms. Young, okay?
Pardon me?
Hold tight. All right, Ms. Young, I'm gonna put you on mute for a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Your Honor, I had indicated previously that she says she has valid documentation for the 3 new matters.
I know, that's why I'm trying to get him back down here. Hold tight. We're gonna see what we can do. Ms. Young, do you have the documentation? I do have, the city attorney down here right now. Going back on the
Yes,
record versus Deborah Young, all of the matters. Yes, you
yes,
do,
I
okay.
do.
Okay. Can you? All right.
Hold it back just a little bit.
Okay.
Right there. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Miss Young.
And here's the declaration of my insurance. It's for 6 months policy.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Young. I think it was
And here's the one with the VIN number, if you need that.
Nope. I think we are all set, Miss Young. Thank you for showing that.
Thank you.
All right, so Ms. Young, what the
Yes.
city attorney is willing to do today, based on the tickets and stuff that you've shown, he's gonna be willing to dismiss these matters without prejudice, okay?
Okay.
All right, and your civil infractions, he, also informed me that because you now have valid documentation and those are all, going with insurance, our goal is to make sure that you come into compliance and you're in compliance now. So we're gonna dismiss those matters as well, okay?
Okay. So what do I need to do anything for the court?
Yes, you still probably have reinstatement fees, okay? So you need to pay those reinstatement fees, and that's how you'll be able to get your license back. How much does she have in reinstatement? Let me tell you how much that's gonna be, man.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Judge, ma'am, the instatement fees, where do I pay those at?
You can pay them online at 36districtcourt.org, or you can physically come down to 36 District Court and pay them here at the building too.
Okay. And then I'll be able to get my driver's license. Oh, thank you. Because right now I'm having a background check done for FedEx.
Okay.
And I'm just waiting for the results so I could go to work.
I know.
So what is that, 135 to 3? Yeah.
So it's gonna be a total of $135 that you need to come up with, okay?
Okay.
You pay that $135, then you'll be able to get your license so that hopefully you can get that job with FedEx. Look, that's the first time she smiled the whole hearing. I know, man.
Because I've never been like in courts and stuff, and I was just so afraid.
We're gonna help you out. Our job is not to hurt you or harm you. We just want to make sure you stay in compliance with everything. But it sounds like you're trying to get, yourself back on track after having a couple of years of not being able to do some stuff. But we don't want to prohibit you from being able to move forward. Okay, Ms. Young?
Thank you. Thank you. And my attorney, thank you.
You're welcome.
My grandmother, she always said angels walk the earth, and I didn't understand it, but I do now. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay? So just pay those fees as soon as possible, and then hopefully you'll be able to apply for your driver's license. Because we're going to dismiss all the tickets, okay?
Thank you so much, both of you.
You're welcome. Okay? You're all set, Ms. Young, okay?
Okay.
Your grandma was right. I don't know if it's me, but it's other people definitely out there that are some angels.
Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome. All right.
just press leave.
Yeah, go ahead and press leave, Ms. Young, okay?
Okay, thank you again, both of you, everybody. Thank you.
Have a good day.